All right, welcome to The Real Filter. I'm Nathan Hepburn, and this is a podcast where I sit across from other creators to find out what exactly makes us tick. In each episode, I intend to dive in to why the creator started. I want to give them an opportunity to tell their real story. But the show is here to educate as well. So I want to dive into their method for creating content, their strategies for posting, and find out what exactly gets them engagement. I also want to talk about income from creating, how to earn income, what are the different ways of earning income, whether it be ad revenue, sponsorship deals, or products and services that they offer. Some creators might even be happy telling you exactly what they earn per month. But the real purpose of the show is to dive in deep and really find out what kind of person the creator is behind the filter. And I figured for the first episode, before I start interviewing other creators, I might give my experiences first. So I guess the first question is why? Why did I start creating? Why did I feel that I had a voice? What was it that compelled me to put myself on stage in front of the world? I guess I've just always been that sort of person. I've always had a big personality. Yes, I'm loud. Yes, I'm quite obnoxious and really only tolerable in short doses. And I just really like making people laugh. I don't think that I'm the funniest person in the world, but I know that when I'm in a big crowd and I have everyone's attention, I see smiles on people's faces, and that makes me pretty happy. So to start with, that's what I was trying to do. I was just trying to make people laugh. Realistically, I was looking for likes and follows, comments. My wants were fairly shallow at that stage. But soon after, I realised, okay, I'm getting some traction here. There are a lot of people watching this. There are a lot of people that seem to like me. Let's see where we can take this. I was on TikTok only at that time. From that point, my aim was to get to 1 million followers. 3 years later, I still haven't got there. But I've learned a lot of stuff along the way. When I started out, I tried to just do the trends that everybody else was doing. So I wasn't doing anything different to anyone else. The lip syncing, the dances, and I guess the standard things that everybody else was doing. And that just didn't cut it for me. I then saw someone do a rant about something that they didn't like. I found it really, really funny. And I thought, geez, I go on tangents like that all the time. Why not just film a couple and see how they go? So I did. The first video I ever did was about people who hate roadworks also hate terrible road conditions or rough roads. I made a decision early on, when I'm on camera, I always want to be myself, but I'm just going to turn the volume up a little bit, turn up the volume, turn up the gain, and that'll be the Baron's character. The video hit 25,000 views, and I thought, oh, right, okay, people like this Baron character. Then I received a comment. Now, this comment said, can you do one about people who don't like trucks that drive so slow on the road, also hate trucks that drive too fast on the road? And I thought, hey, this guy's onto something. So I did the video again. Another 15,000 views. Okay, so it wasn't quite as good as the first one that I did, but it was still better than all the dances and all the fluffy stuff that I was doing prior to that. And from there, I guess I just kept the character rolling. I'd have a conversation with someone at work. I'd find the conversation funny, and then I'd go and make a video about it, but in the character of the Baron, and it was hitting. People were really liking it. Not long after, I had 10,000 followers, and I thought, hey, this is a thing. This is a thing. I then started doing some stitches where I saw a video that bothered me or found a video that I thought was funny, and then I would stitch that at the start of my video where I'd play 5 seconds of that video and then I would show my reaction or my response to that video. Now, those videos that I was stitching were already viral videos. So I guess they kind of acted like a bit of a hashtag for me. So they already had a hook built in. And then I was just adding my opinion to that video. So people were already watching that video and then they would see my opinion and they'd go, haha, that was funny. I'm going to give this guy a follow. And then all of a sudden I had 50,000 people following me. I thought, what's going on? Why do 50,000 people want to follow a 38-year-old man from Tasmania. And realistically, I was just yelling and carrying on most of the time, which is what I do in my private life, just not as loudly. So I guess that's how it started. The reason I've started is because I just think I've always been interested in it. Ever since it's been a thing and I saw people were making a living out of this, I thought, hey, maybe I can make something on the side as well. So money was a factor for me. I'd read somewhere that on TikTok, once you made 100,000 followers, you can start earning income. And that's when I thought, yeah, let's make a run at this. So I started doing some reaction videos. Now, a lot of the reaction videos I did at the start were for traction. I deliberately did those to get likes and follows and comments on my videos. The more comments you get on your videos, the more likes you get on your videos, the more reach that you get. And that's my catch net. That's how I bring people in to follow my page. I got to 100,000 followers and started researching how to apply for this creator fund that TikTok has. And it turns out they don't pay Australian creators. I was devastated, to be honest. I thought, geez, I've worked so hard for this. What's going on here? Then I met a guy named Kieran Davidson, who I intend on getting onto the show. I met Kieran Davidson, Australia's worst driver, and he explained to me, yeah, TikTok's not a thing for Australian creators. I mean, yeah, it's great to grow on there, and it's probably the easiest one to grow on, but then you want to divert your traffic and divert all of your followers over to Facebook. A little insight, to monetize on Facebook, you need to have 5,000 followers, and I think it's 60,000 minutes viewed per month. That sounds a lot, but it's not. So for the next 6 to 12 months, that was my strategy, was to bring people over to Facebook. And as a byproduct of that, because you can schedule videos on Facebook and Instagram at the same time, I pushed to Instagram as well. But most of my work is done on Facebook now, and I'm trying to build a YouTube also. So posting on Facebook was a completely different ballgame though. TikTok is an extremely positive platform. People are on TikTok, they're in a good mood, they're having a laugh, they're buying into the vibe of the app. The app is supposed to be a fun app, and people are in that mood when they're watching it. Most people go to Facebook now for their news. And I mean, how much good news is in the world at the moment? So people are instantly in bad moods. So you post your video, you think, yep, this video really popped on TikTok. However, it's a different ball game on Facebook. People are in bad moods. So if they see a video they don't like, they're going to comment on it. And most of the comments they write are not very nice. They say things that they wouldn't say to your face, and sometimes they can hurt. In early days, I let that get to me. But I knew my goal for Facebook was to earn money. So I kept going. Eventually, the posts did start to pop, and there was a little bit of positivity coming through. So that, it alleviated itself, but hey, Facebook still remains today to be the most hateful platform that I'm on. But still, even if they comment, it still helps you reach anyway. So yes, you have to receive that comment, and yes, you'll probably read it, but it does gain traction anyway. It does help you in the long run. So strategy-wise, making videos, well, I touched on it at the start. So basically, I make a video about things that annoy me mostly. I take a little thing that bothers me that I think will bother other people, and I explode it, make it a really big issue, as if the world is going to end if we don't fix that issue. For instance, the way that we pronounce the letter W. Okay, I do a video on that, and I'll really dive into it and get really angry about it, and hopefully that my anger, if you will resonate something relatable to the person watching the video, and they'll find it funny. So I really dive into character, turn the volume up and get really angry about it. And that's basically the Baron character. So it is still me. It is still me telling the story, but I'm just turning that gain up a little bit. There's two results that I'll take out of a video. People will either laugh, see the funny side of it, and see the relatable side of it, or people will hate it. And so that becomes then rage bait. Either way, I'm going to get the comment or the like or the reaction that I need to get more growth. And then there's other videos like the reaction videos that I do, still in the same character. I want those ones to be shared to people because they'll generally get shared out to people that the viewer thinks are very similar to me. So I might be watching a video or reacting to a video about someone cooking with vegetables or using lettuce in a salad, tomato, and I hate that stuff. I don't like lettuce, tomato, and I actually don't. I'll be reacting to a video about that, and someone will go, oh, hey, Richard doesn't like tomato. I'm going to share this video with him. And that's a big yes, a big tick, is getting people to share your content. But if you're not authentic, then people are going to see right through that. So it has to be you in the video. Has to be you. Whether or not you just want to be that same persona, you might want to dull yourself down a little bit. There's nothing wrong with dulling yourself down, but it has to be you shining through. Well, that's my strategy for making content, is remaining authentic no matter what. Just turn the volume up or bring the volume down, depending on what the video needs. Posting wise, so when I was starting out on TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, I was posting twice, maybe 3 times a week. But if I'm being honest, if I was going back to start again, I'd be really trying to post every day. At first, I thought, oh no, I don't want to annoy people. I'll just keep it simple and post 3 times a week. So I made an active decision to post 3 times a week, but doesn't matter. Post it. What I've learned is most of your posts don't even go to the people that follow you. They go to new people. So if you're posting every day, you're throwing out that net more often, and there's more chance of drawing people in. So I'd be posting every day. Now I'm posting twice a day. I've got a company now that sends me videos to react to blind react to, and they'll post a video for me every day. Yeah? And I'll post my own video of a morning at around 7:30 a.m. That's what I'm doing at the moment. In addition to posting the 2 videos, the company posts a video, I post a video, I also try and post a reel every day as well. Reels and posts are 2 different things. You can just do a post, which is a video, and it can be as long as 10 minutes, I think, on Facebook. Whereas the reel, I think they've now extended it to a 3-minute video. You can go a 3-minute video and you can post that as a reel. Reels tend to go out to new people, and posts are designed to go out to your followers, but they do still go out to new people anyway. Here's the kicker, and here's the nugget. I post the video, I then post the same video as a reel 7 to 15 minutes later. So the reason I do that is because then I get 2 bites to the cherry. So I earn money on Facebook now from ad revenue. So basically, Facebook will place an ad somewhere in my video, or they'll post a banner underneath my reels. Ads on reels and ads in posts are paid separately. So posting the same video as a post and a reel gives me 2 bites of that cherry. That's why I do that. And my growth has exploded. I'm now at 510,000 followers, I think, on Facebook. When I started doing that 6 months ago, I was at about 300,000 followers. So I've grown 200,000 followers in 6 months. That's way faster than I grew on TikTok. So your posting schedule does matter. My times in Australia, and I'd imagine it'd be the same anywhere, just on your local time, I post at 7 o'clock in the morning. I know the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is I check my phone. So a lot of people are waking up around about then. If they've already woken up earlier than that to go to work, then they're probably on their phone at around about 7 o'clock. I then have another posting time, which is around about 11:30. The reason that I used 11:30 to start with when I was on TikTok was because I had a shift that started at 11:45. So before work, I'd post a video and then I'd go off to work and check it at Smoko. That's basically what the reason was. But most people they take their lunch between 12 and 2. So if you've posted a video at around about 11:30, 11:45, it's been in the algorithm for 15 minutes. Facebook or TikTok or Instagram have had time to figure out who they're pushing it out to. Someone comes on to lunch at 12 o'clock, bang, there it is. As soon as they open their phone, your head's on their screen. That's a view and an opportunity to earn. So that's one of the other times that I post. And then the company that's posting for me have asked me not to post between 1 p.m. and 10 p.m. So that's their window to post the video that I've reacted to. Now, the videos that they are sending to me are between 3.5 to 5 minutes long. The reason they are that long is because anything over 3.5 minutes, Facebook can put 2 ad breaks in. If someone's watching that entire video, they're seeing ads early on in the video, which you get paid for, and they'll see another ad either at the end or close to the end of that video, which you can also earn revenue on. And my revenue almost doubled in the last month since I've been working with that company. So once you are monetized, I think I've learnt now in the last month that those videos or post videos that you're posting, they need to be between 3.5 to 5 minutes. You could even push it out to 3.5 to 6 minutes. People on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, while they're on those platforms, they're in a short attention span mode. While they're on YouTube, they're in a long attention span mode. Think about what you want to see when you're on each platform. I feel on Instagram, I want aesthetically pleasing or things that are very pleasing to the eye while I'm on Instagram. When I'm on Facebook, I'm looking for news, what's going on in the world and things like that. Whereas when I'm on TikTok, I'm in a happy mood. I want to see, people laughing, people having fun. I want to see funny videos on TikTok. So you've got different reasons to be on each platform. If I'm on YouTube, I'm there to learn something. It's almost as if each person has got a different persona depending the platform that they're on. I still haven't cracked that part of it though. So I don't post aesthetically pleasing videos or photos. I just post the same content across all of the platforms. It hasn't seemed to work on YouTube yet. It hasn't seemed to work on YouTube at all. It obviously works on TikTok and Facebook. It's going quite well, but I still am mixing it up. I'm trying to evolve as a better creator, which is another reason why I'm doing this podcast. It's because I want to learn from other creators how they're doing it, and hopefully I can take some nuggets and put them into my creation. So I'm still a student of the game. I've grown to 1.5 million followers across the 3 platforms. On TikTok, I'm around about 825,000. Facebook, 510,000, I think. And on Instagram, it's about 220,000. But on YouTube, I'm only 4,000 people strong. So I really need to up my game for YouTube, which, again, this is the podcast. Now, I'm not doing it all for money. I'm not doing it all for money. Money is a byproduct of what I do. I do actually enjoy making videos. I do enjoy making content, and I do enjoy making people laugh. Like I said, it's the reason that I started. But hey, why not chase something? Why not make this my new 9 to 5? I'm still a shift worker. I drive a train for a living, but I don't want to be getting up at midnight for a 1:15 a.m. start anymore. I don't want to be getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning so I can go over and shunt a train. I don't want to do that. Train driving's fine. It's okay. It's a bit of a novelty. It's a different kind of job, and I like the job, but I don't want to be doing it until I'm 60. I want to make videos for a living. I want to make videos and learn for a living. Okay, so I'm not the most successful creator in the world, and I understand that, but I have found some success, and I am making some income on it. And I think that if you've had success at something, there is nothing wrong with giving back. The best thing about creating is that your customers don't have to pay. People that watch my videos are my customers, and someone else pays me to entertain my customers. It's amazing. It's such a great economy, and I absolutely love it. And businesses get eyes on their product as well. And the beauty is the ads that are on my video aren't spammy because they're geared to the viewer. For instance, one viewer might see an ad about a supplement because they're the sort of person that goes to the gym and they search for things like supplements. Another person might see an ad on the same video at the same time in the video, but it's about a barbecue because they've been searching for a barbecue recently. That's the beauty of it. Not all ads are the same because not all viewers are the same. So let's talk numbers. How much money am I earning as a creator? So like I said before, I don't earn any money on TikTok from ad revenue. There's no creator fund on TikTok. So I am earning $0 on TikTok. On Instagram, I am monetized on Instagram. I don't understand how they pay because they don't seem to pay. I had 19 million views in 1 month on Instagram, and my income on that was $1.78. I don't understand it. My income on Facebook. So last month I had 20 million views on Facebook, and my income for that Australian was $8,700. But I spoke about the company that sends me videos. They don't do that for free. So they send me the videos, they edit the videos, and then they post the videos. Their bill came in at about $3,600 plus GST. They charge on earnings. So they charge for a percentage of earnings. So I'm not making enough to retire. Not just yet. But it is a really decent side income. I still have to pay tax on what's left over as well. And there are other costs. For instance, I'm building out my studio at the moment to make it all nice and pretty for videos and all that sort of stuff. But it really does help the back pocket. It is far more work than you think though. I'm not just making a 30-second video and posting it up. There is editing, there is discussion, there is scripting, there is a lot of things that go into the back end of making good content. Yeah, when I started out, it was pretty easy because I had a lot of ideas. Now you get the mental fatigue of coming up with new ideas to make new videos. But that's part of the job. So if you're into the idea of real stories from real creators, then this might be the kind of page you'd want to follow. If building a social media audience is for you, then this is definitely the page you want to follow. I'm going to be talking strategies with these creators. That's one of the main things that I'm trying to do here. To draw out their strategies to make myself a better creator, and you will benefit from that as well. Share the podcast with anyone that you think will benefit from this. This podcast isn't just about me, it's about us learning together. I hope to see you in the next episode.